So welcome again to another episode of Football Manager 2020. So a lot of time has passed since the last episode. As you recall, I mentioned that we'll be picking this up in the first round, the second round of the Champions League, where we were tipped to face Roma. A lot has happened since then. The title race has been quite hot, as you can see. I'm still 7 points behind Liverpool, same position I was in at the beginning of the year. So let's just look at the schedule and how my games have been. Um, if you look at how the games have progressed since January, we won majority of our games. We won an FA Cup game. We won Premier League game against Chelsea, beat them 3-0, beat Brentford 3-0. I couldn't get the job done against Southampton for some reason. We ended up losing that game, drawing that game. Middlesbrough in the fourth round of the FA Cup, we were down 2-0 at halftime, came back 3-2 to win the game. Beat Everton convincingly, demolished Swansea, demolished Arsenal, and then had a friendly with Shakhtar. So we did well, did our best, dropped only 2 points between mid-February and January, but it wasn't enough to narrow the gap against Liverpool. They have also had an outstanding run of games. Just looking at their schedule, since January, you can see that they drew against Man City. So this offset the draw that we had against Southampton. But had we won that game, the gap would be 5 points. But otherwise, they still performed spectacularly. They beat Norwich, Southampton, Chelsea, Wigan, Burnley, Arsenal, and Crystal Palace. I can't quite. They had a tougher schedule because they played Chelsea and Man City in the same time frame, but they seem to be unstoppable at the moment. They have a game against Liverpool. Against Tottenham at home. Perhaps if they drop points here, we'll have an opportunity to catch up with them. So let's just go straight into the Champions League game. So as usual, I will go with my starting 11. I chose the second tier for the friendly against Shakhtar. They still did a good job. I'm just trying to ensure that this second unit is still playing well. I changed the formation slightly to accommodate the players in the second tier, but I'll revert to my tried and tested formation. So that's the squad. Yes, I'll just bring Pogba down here. I'll give him a support role. I've decided that I cannot do without Bruno Fernandes in the lineup. He's slowly becoming the best player in the team. As you can see, he has 4.5 stars alongside Pogba and Havertz. So this midfield, at the moment, in my opinion, is the best in the world. So I have to play them. Camavinga is on the come up, but as you can see, he's not good enough to replace any of these guys. Perhaps Bruno Fernandes, but no, we'll consider bringing him in the second half. So I think the team is good to go, and we're ready to take on Roma. So let's get it done. So as you can see, Bruno Fernandes is the star of the team. He's leading the team in assists and hasn't even played that many games. Expect to see a good result. My fast speech didn't resonate with the team. So let's go to addressing each individual unit, and that works. Our players are ready for the match. Not the best outcome from team talk, but it's satisfactory. So let's see how these guys perform. Roma shouldn't be a hard team to beat. I'm not really worried about this round of the UCL. I know anything can happen in soccer, but um, I don't think we can lose this game. But I may stand to be corrected in a few. Even if we do, we still have a second leg, so they still have to come to Manchester. So there we go. I've conceded. Doesn't look pretty. I don't want to see that goal. So let me shout at the team. Just tell them they need to concentrate. I'll do that in the second half. Right now, first half is over. So we'll just have a look at who is performing well and who isn't. So worst player in the game is Kingsley Coman. He has a way of being inconsistent. Sometimes he's the best player on the pitch. Other times he just isn't playing well, and he doesn't play well. I don't play well. So I'm not going to take the risk as I did in the last game. I'm going to sub him at halftime and bring in Bailey. Bailey is a guy who switched on. So team doesn't seem to be responding well to my feedback. I was a bit aggressive, backfired on me, but it hasn't ruined everything. Um, but they're itching to get out of there. So let's see what their attitude is like. So that's gonna be disallowed. Some guy was definitely offside. Yes. So if Greenwood doesn't score, I'm bringing in Martial, which I will do just now. And let's see who else isn't playing well. Everton. I have to bring in Rashford. I typically bring in Rashford and Martial together. So in terms of personnel, I've made all my moves. So all I have left is to amp up the team's offense and motivate them as much as I can. So those are the tools at my disposal. They may backfire, but at this point, I'm not willing to lose a game. So let's see whether they react positively to that. Yeah, guys, this is a very disappointing game. I start off my Champions League second round campaign with a loss. We were dominated in terms of possession. We created more chances, but the players were just not good enough in this game. I'll tell them as much. So I've told them that they've let us down. On the other hand, Bayern beat Sevilla. I don't know who I'm going to face in the quarterfinals. We'll just have to wait for the quarterfinal and semi-final draw, which happen at the same time. But yeah, once we get to the quarterfinals, we're meeting a European powerhouse, so it doesn't really matter. We'll have to be in tip-top shape by the time we get there. But for now, uh, we haven't played well. I expect us to recover in the second leg. So that's it for this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next episode when we face Roma for the second round. In between, for the second game of the second round. In between that game, And this one, we have a game against Leeds, Wolves, West Ham, and Tottenham. This is a major game. If I win this game, I widen my gap against the second team in the league. So this is an important must-win game. Good thing is that we are at home. So catch you guys later when I'm playing Roma.